This is Jilliana Ranicar-Breese, and I'm here in Brighton with Carole Railton, who's come all the way from London. In fact, she was on the radio today talking about her new book. Maybe it's not a new book.
It isn't a new book. It's been out a couple of years.
Oh, has it? Well, anyway, it's a very special book on body language because Carole is a specialist. Now, tell me a bit about body language and what that actually means.
The book is called The Future of Body Language, and that's really what I'm interested in, how we're going to adapt our body language in the future. Especially...
What do you mean in the future?
Well, we're going to have robots doing work, robots talking to us, perhaps sexual robots as well.
We are?
So we are. I know. It's
Can't wait to meet a sexual robot.
Well, it's already happening big time in China, by the way.
Oh, in China?
So it's got to come here. We have
why China?
Who knows? Who knows? So I'm interested in how we behave now, because the robots are already being programmed with body language, so they will understand and do understand what our various moves mean. They'll be able to detect when we're not happy or happy, relaxed or not relaxed. And these are important things to understand. Once they actually, let's say that you're not relaxed, and they have to send you a message or someone's sending a message via them, if they know you're not relaxed, they can approach it one or two ways. They can be very encouraging and very relaxing for you, or they can use that to get their message across quite quickly and quite strongly.
So hold on. So let's say I'm tense. How would a robot calm me down or relax me?
Well,
is it verbal?
Well, yes.
I mean, how? I mean...
Well, you would talk more if someone is really... Well, this is quite a good question. One of the things that I teach, I do work predominantly with businesses, but one of the things I've taught in the past is women and mothers who've got difficult children, hyperactive children, aggressive children. So what we teach them is how to change their body language and their words, their vocabulary, in order to calm the child down. So for an example, if the child is being really rough and aggressive, you need to stand as the mother or the carer of the child on both feet, take a deep breath. If you can, get the attention of the child, look into its left eye, and I'll explain that in a minute, and then say something like, I don't deserve this treatment, I'm a good mother, and then take a breath and then ask them to stop doing whatever it is. Quickly followed by what you want them to do. So you negate the bad with the good. Now, by slowing down, what happens is the child, if you work this properly, starts to fall into your breath pattern, because when we're communicating perfectly with someone, then our breath patterns are the same. So we pause at similar stages, we accelerate at similar stages. So it's a very good thing to use if you have an argument with someone, but there are things that you must do. There's obviously a few other things that you can do, but the most important is you have both feet on the ground completely, and that you take a breath before you talk, that you talk on the out breath, and that you slow your breathing. And then the person who's agitated hopefully will come into your breath pattern. If that doesn't work, what you can do is you can speed up your breath and breathing and speech so it's the same as that person, and then gradually slow it down.
So you have to mirror them?
No. You are replicating their breath pattern. You do not want to mirror them, because if they're all aggressive and things, you just compound the anger.
Sorry.
You don't mirror them. It's just, no, you don't.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Yes, my error.
Okay.
well.
So that's the sum.
No, you had on the paper that you gave me earlier, you said you had 10 points, 10 notes, hints of, on your list. You had a list of advice.
Okay, well,
10 points.
What, for stressful situations, do you mean?
No, just for body language.
Oh, okay. Well, it's probably, I think your audience is probably going to be able to cope with 5, frankly.
Okay. All right.
So
what would they be?
I think whatever you're saying, you should have both feet on the ground.
Yes.
What that's actually doing is grounding.
So you've got to be standing up.
Well, it's preferable, but sitting down is okay. Still need both feet on the ground.
Right.
Because your energies are flowing more evenly.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then I alluded to it just now. You look in a person's left eye.
Why?
Because the left side of your body, which is this side of my body, is the receiving side, and the right side is the giving. We shake hands with someone, right hand. We never do that with the left hand, and that's because
even if the person is left-handed,
you still shake hands with the right hand.
Ah.
And that's sort of a giving side, the masculine side of your body, and the left is receiving, which is the feminine side. So why we look into the left eye is because it's the receiving side. And I think all of us have been in a situation when someone is staring into both our eyes, and it's frightening, it's invasive. We need to calm that down and look into the left.
Wouldn't this depend on which country you were in? Which culture you were in?
Well, some countries, obviously, you don't look people in the eyes. But apart from that, no. You would look into their left eye. Hair in my mouth. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Because English people don't make much eye contact.
Well, if you're in a sales or an influencing position, which you are more or less daily without realising it, you would be needing to look someone in the eyes. You know, if you're trying to persuade your partner, for instance, to go to the cinema to see a film that you like and they're not interested in, you're probably going to do a deal with them and say, look, if you come and see this film, then I'll come and see that film with you. Yeah?
You're joking. I would rather just go and see the film on my own.
Well, if you're in a partnership...
and be independent.
Well, okay, that's just maybe. But I think the majority of people who are in a partnership would want to go to the cinema with their partner. So there are things that you can do that will have more impact when you're talking at that scenario, so that they're more interested in coming with you to the cinema, to the film you want to see.
Okay, well, in part 2, I shall ask you how you got into all this. Thank you very much, Carole.